everyone, welcome to my awakening, and I really wanted to share this perspective, and it's quite surreal how important it really is to have an understanding of this. So everyone's thoughts, emotions, relationships that they engage in impact everyone ultimately, right? And it's really important to understand that that was and has always been consciousness. So a lot of people don't want to develop. A lot of people don't want to support others because they can't deal with their own insecurities. So this is a huge big problem in the world because we're too busy to see for the greater good. Okay, what are the relationships I'm engaging with? It's like me and dating. It's like, why are you engaging in this relationship with me when you're in it just for one thing? And that really impacts on other people. It actually impacts on men as well. This whole big brotherhood of being there, like man, it's bloke's world, whatever, is actually killing your other, you know, men realistically, because if you stuff someone over because your true intentions aren't revealed, right, you hurt that person and you shatter someone's spirit, they end up walking across another man's path. That man actually likes that woman, but because she's so torn up with what has actually happened, because it's all been smoke and mirrors, things can go wrong and he might end up taking his life. That's how surreal this whole problem is, right? So next time people want to waste other people's time and just see it, what's in it for them, really, really come to that sense of, okay, this is going to impact on someone, and I think it's having that awareness that your actions have consequences, whether you do nothing or you do something. I'm so sick of educating people of that. So whether you sit by and do nothing or whether you do something, it's always really important to really come down to that tidal wave of experience, which I will get through as we go along and we journey along. But that's really important in an awakening, to understand just what you're involved with and that you're always a part of something bigger. And I always believe that selfishness comes down to not understanding that. Having that really powerful understanding actually changes your whole life perspective, that engaging in something that you don't have true intention for, and those intentions can actually hurt other people. And when we hurt others, and we viciously do it to it's all ego, all that kind of stuff, you actually end up impacting on a lot of people. You actually have no idea the actual severity of the impact that you can have. I think because a lot of people like to think they're innocent in this, and innocence just isn't realistically the safest space to really acknowledge. So, support, people don't get support because they don't support themselves in what they want. So learning that trauma has a big, huge part to do with support and supporting other people. I think it comes down to a lot of people don't have solid and beliefs that will match yours. So there will be a lot of people that won't want to push the limits and have a limitless life of whatever you choose. And it's that limitless mindset that really people need. People don't need to be closed in by codependents and people who are very, very insecure. Can't have alone time. Just because that person is alone doesn't necessarily mean they're lonely. And I think a lot of people project because they don't actually understand how to integrate their shadow. So a lot of people are getting projected on. A lot of people don't want to step out of their comfort zone, which means that they're not wanting to really grow anymore, and that's fine. I think it's always about learning that all of that will affect you, and learning that it impacts on everyone, from me to the Dalai Lama to Buddhist monks to Oprah to everyone involved. So it's not necessarily just you in this, it's everyone else as well. So learning that your emotions, being in denial, affects other people, learning that connection really drives realistically the quality of your life, feeling connected and, feeling as if you matter. That's really important, and that your perspective matters. As long as you're respecting yourself, you'll respect other people. If other people are disrespecting you, then I say get out of there quicker than anything. Run quick, cut them off. Got no time for those types of people in this type of work. This is journeying work. This is about returning to a safe space. This is about learning who we really are and learning about some of the problems in the world, I think, too. So this is a very big topic of conversation. It affects everyone and it impacts on a lot of people. So really learn if you're not, emotionally sitting well, you're not in that relationship space, if you're not really about contributing to other people's life, really learn to declare that and have good communication. That's what it comes down to, is good communication. A lot of people don't have good communication. There's a lot of unhappy people in the world. So learning all of this is really important into your awakening, because the only thing you can do is celebrate you. How cool is that? So you can't celebrate anyone else unless they're willing to share that experience with you. But learning that relationships are the quality of our life. If we didn't have good and bad relationships, how could we become who we're going to become anyways, from the good and the bad? So ultimately, everything impacts everyone, right? And that's just how connected we all are. And I think that has been really misunderstood in society, because it is an enterprise. It loves you being disconnected. It loves you falling for it. I think you've always got something else bigger happening. It's always a happening. Remember that.